Hello, my dear student. How are you all? Everyone fine? But today I am not fine. The reason behind this is the suggested solution issued by ICAI for November 2023 attempt. I am not happy with the solution given by ICAI for few questions. Now, you all know that I have also released suggested solution for November 2023 attempt immediately after exam. And whenever we release the suggested solution, we always give a disclaimer that there may be some changes in assumption. Means it is quite possible I have taken some different assumption and ICA has taken some different assumption. Based on that, the answer may not match. But conceptually, can I say whatever I will do solution, the concept should not change. But this time, the solution given by ICI mainly for question number one, for that was which was related to consolidation, is conceptually not correct. Now the question arises that any student who have given answer based on a concept and he was 100% correct, whether he was allotted marks, and if he was not allotted marks and because of that reason he was not able to clear the examination, so who is liable for that? Whether student is liable for that, whether the evaluator is liable for that, whether the any person who has drafted this solution is liable for that, or whether board of studies is liable for that. We need to ask this question. Can I say 20 marks question, and because of that reason if any student is not getting any marks on that because of different solution given by ICA which is not correct, I will say I will just prove that why it is not correct, and because of that reason student is not passed, then it is a matter of question and we need to find out solution for that. Let me first give analysis of the solution given by ICI. Mainly I am not happy with the solution of question number 1. There are some more questions but that can be ignored, but question number 1 cannot be ignored because the solution given is not conceptually correct. Let me come to each and every point. First point is regarding the goodwill which is appearing in the balance sheet of subsidiary company. Now we all know that we need to calculate fair value of INA on the date of acquisition. Now fair value of INA on the date of acquisition should not consider any goodwill amount because goodwill will be always calculated on the date of acquisition as per Ind AS 103. Means can I say when you are calculating fair value of INA, correct, now that should not include the goodwill amount, and goodwill should be calculated as a balancing figure. Goodwill should be calculated as balancing figure. Understood? This is the point. I hope you have understood. Now what institute has done, key they have calculated gain on bargain purchase separately, and this goodwill has been written separately in the balance sheet. Means in one balance sheet, in one consolidated balance sheet for subsidiary company, goodwill is also coming and gain on bargain purchase is also coming. Conceptually not correct. Conceptually not correct, and because of this reason if any student is not getting full marks, so who is wrong in this part? Just try to understand. When I have drafted the solution, what I have done, check karo. Just try to understand. This was the fair value of INA on the date of acquisition, and this was including goodwill, which is nothing but equity share capital plus pre-acquisition general reserve plus pre-acquisition retained earning. Correct? From that, because that will be of course inclusive of goodwill, so we should minus goodwill from that, and this becomes 6,80,000 become INA on the date of acquisition. Fair value of INA on the date of acquisition. So this should be considered to find out goodwill or gain on bargain purchase. So from my point of view, the answer was 2,05,000, which is 100% correct. But what institute has done in their solution, you can see what they have done. They have shown intangible asset. They have shown goodwill of 75,000 also, and they have also shown in other equity. They have also shown gain on bargain purchase separately. How it is possible? This cannot be possible. This was the first error in the solution. We should think about that. What solution we are providing? When we are saying fair value of INA on the date of acquisition, the fair value of INA on the date of acquisition should be excluding goodwill. Excluding goodwill. Understood this point? Chalo. This was the one mistake which I have found in this solution, in this balance sheet. This is one mistake which is there, and because of that reason, my balance sheet and their balance sheet, the solution will not match. Correct. Second point about the dividend. Now, because you have done this question in exam, you all know that this was a question of step acquisition. Now, first they have acquired 20,000 equity shares on 1st April 2022, and then second they acquired 17,500 equity shares on 1st October 2022. This was one question. Now they have given the Sleek Limited has paid dividend at a rate of 10% on its paid up equity share capital out of the balance of retained earning as on 1st April 2022 for the financial year. Now the question is that this dividend was paid at which point of time? Normally whenever question is silent, we always assume as per the ICS solution only, it is paid after the date of acquisition, means when the control is obtained. Correct. This is the general assumption. So means just try to understand whatever I am saying. Correct. This is that first date of acquisition, 1st April 2022, and the when the 20,000 equity shares were acquired, and on 1st October, the control was obtained. Now, there can be two assumptions. Ki dividend was paid at this point of time and dividend was paid at this point of time. Normally, my solution is based on this. Ki dividend was paid at this point of time. Of course, there can be one alternative assumption also. I am not saying that there cannot be an alternative assumption. Means we can also assume that dividend was paid before the date of acquisition. Correct? But can I say different assumption will have different solution? Now, any student who have taken this assumption, whether he will be allotted marks or he will not be allotted marks, that is a question mark. And from my point of view, if you have not given any information, so assumption need to be taken. And normally as per the ICS solution given in ICS study material, in all the question, whenever the date was not given, it was assumed by the institute it has been paid after the date when the control was obtained. So normally I have also taken this assumption. If I am taking that assumption, so student may also take this assumption. Are you able to understand? If they have taken this assumption, okay, their solution is correct. But if I have taken this assumption, then also my answer is correct. So if you have not provided the date, you need to give one alternative solution for that. And that alternative solution is missing in the ICS suggested solution. I hope you are understanding. So my question is that any student who have taken this assumption, whether they have been allotted marks or they have not been allotted marks, this is a point of question which we need to think about that. Correct? Understood. Now the third point in this question is about bonus shares. Now for bonus shares, actually my solution and ICS solution is matching, but the way of giving the solution is not matching. Means ultimate effect remains same. So I'm just giving a clarification regarding that. What is given the question that as per the resolution dated on 28/5/2003, SIG Limited has allotted bonus shares at a rate of 1 equity shares for every 10 shares held out of its general reserve. The accounting effect has not been given. Just try to understand what is journal entry for bonus shares. You have done in CA Inter. The journal entry is reserve and surplus account debit to equity share capital. Means can I say it will not affect the net asset on the date of declaration? Means can I say your one equity will increase, another equity will decrease, so ultimately your net asset means equity will remain same. So what I have done in my solution, I have totally ignored this transaction from consolidation effect, because the net asset on the date of acquisition will remain same even though we are passing journal entry, even though we are not passing the journal entry. I hope you have understood. Means suppose if I have done journal entry that journal reserve account debit to equity share capital. So my equity share capital will increase and journal reserve will decrease. So ultimately, can I say the net asset remains same? So what I have done, I have totally ignored this transaction from consolidation impact. Now what they have done the journal entry, means they have decreased the pre-acquisition reserve, and then on the date of acquisition they have increased the equity share capital by the same amount. So ultimately the effect remains same. Correct now. Means regarding this, I will say my answer and the ICS solution answer same, but way of presentation is different. Now the point is that anyone who is following my presentation, whether they will be given marks or they will not be given marks, means I'm not happy with one of the clarification given by ICI. Just write what they have given. Bonus shares issued in 1 is to 10 ratio, that is 50,000, and bonus issue has not been accounted for yet. The opening balance of general reserve is 50,000 while the closing balance is 1,25,000, which implies that 75,000 have been transferred during the year. Therefore, the general reserve on the date of acquisition will be 50,000. This they have given. Chhod do. Means what they have done, since the balance what they have given. means they have deducted the bonus shares amount from the opening, means from the pre-acquisition general reserve, but they have given one clarification यहाँ पर. However, one may assume otherwise, like insufficient post acquisition balance of 12,500 has only been adjusted from pre-acquisition share, and 87,500 or the first adjustment of bonus issue has been done. Means what they are saying, because the question was silent whether it has been given from pre-acquisition reserve or post-acquisition reserve. So this clarification not required. Whether it is given from pre-acquisition reserve or post-acquisition reserve, the net asset will remain same. The entire consolidation effect is based on net asset. And can you see, if the net asset remains same, so it will not change your net worth. What they, in such a case, the balance of consolidated journal is a post acquisition net worth bargain purchase NCI will undergo a change. Means it will not change, believe me. Even though you are taking some other assumption, it will not change. Means whether the bonus shares has been given from pre-acquisition reserve or post-acquisition reserve, ultimately the net effect remains same. Ultimately the net effect remains same. Are you getting what I am saying? Because the entry has not been given. Because if you are giving some bonus shares from post-acquisition reserve, so post acquisition equity share capital also will increase now. Equity share capital will also increase. I hope you are understanding this point. Got this point? Have you understood this entire point? Correct? Yes, sir. So these were the 3 points where I am not happy with the solution. First point is goodwill. Second point is about dividend assumption. Bonus shares, I will say that this was totally a new adjustment. So I don't know what student has done regarding this. But if you have done that, just ignore this entire effect. If you are conceptually strong, then also you should be given mark. Now the point is that if you have done solution as per the concept, whether you have been given marks, and if you have not been given marks because of this reason, so who is liable for that? That is a question which we need to understand. Correct? I'm not against anyone, I'm not against ICAI, I'm not against anyone. Correct now. But who will be liable if any student has given correct solution, and because of this particular point, whatever is given in ICS suggested solution, they are not allotted marks, so who will be liable for this? This is a question mark. Because if a student is not clearing in any attempt, so 6 month gap will be there. So who will be liable for that 6 month? That we need to understand. Correct. One more question, when I am not happy, means that is also based on assumption. Correct. Now one more question about the share based payment question. Come to share based payment. Apart from these two questions, I'm happy with other solution, means all the solution is matching with my solution only. But come to share based payment. Come to share based payment question. Achha, there was this point number C where they have asked what about India as 105. All the answers were correct, but in point number 2, legal fee for drafting the terms of arrangement, both the option has been given by the ICI. They have given yes also answer, no also, means it can be capitalized, it cannot be capitalized. Means whatever answer you have given, you have got marks for that. Correct. Now it was a controversial point. The institute has taken both the options for that. Chalo, ठीक है. I'm happy with this solution. The institute is thinking from a student point of view sometime also. Correct. Yes. But share based payment. Come to the share based payment first. Where is that question? Share based payment. Yeah. In this question, question 5, you can see first thing to in this there was some typo mistake. For this a clarification has been given by the institute. He used to read here, means you they have just rectified it. However, the if a student is conceptually correct, they will also take the clarification given by institute. I'm not fighting for that. There can be sometime typo mistake. Understood now? So okay, chalega. So what they have given in this question, if you read the question carefully, what was the given? The SAR therefore actually vested in 492 employees on 30th June 2023. However, it should be 31st March 2023, and I have also given the solution based on that. Correct now. It should be 31st March 2023. Means one clarification has been given. Read 30th June as 31st March, and anyone who have done this chapter, I think this in this point no one has done mistake. All have assumed that only, and they have done the back calculation. They have corrected. They have calculated the correct number of employees. From my point of view, this was not a matter of concern. Correct. Now in this there are actually the solution can be done in two way. Now it is given, what is given, if you read the question carefully, that in 2020-21 the company estimated that 2% of his employee shall leave the company, and this was revised to 3% in 2021-2022. Actually this question has been taken by ICAI old syllabus resource. Old syllabus means when there was accounting standard. This question has been taken from that resource. Now at that time institute used to give two type of solution. If that this 2% was estimated during the year, because it is given 2020-21. So if it was estimated during the year, so this is for the entire vesting period. Means for the first year, second year, third year. And if it is estimated at the end of the year, then this 2% is for the second year and third year. Similarly, we can take the similar assumption for 3%. So actually there are two assumptions available. If you refer my solution, you can see what solution I have given, because we also teach on that basis in our class. Correct now? Understood? So if you refer my solution, assumption 1, assuming that annual departure rate of employee is estimated for entire vesting period. This is the first assumption and this is the solution, where I have taken 98%, 98%, 98%, and the second year also we have taken 97, 97, 97%. Correct now. Assumption number 2, assuming that annual departure rate is estimated for remaining vesting period, and the solution in the ICI suggested solution is based on this. Now the question is that any student who have given their working as per this solution, whether they will be given marks, because that is not clear in the question. Now whenever there is a critical point, because we are not made for estimation is a part of expert, and we are only an chartered accountant who deals with the accounting treatment, accounting policies. Correct now? We are not made for accounting estimation. Accounting estimation will be done by whom? Estimation, which for example useful life of machinery, either we'll take as per the law or we need to take the help of technical expert. We can't estimate the useful life of machinery. In exam the useful life of machinery will be given. Now in this question, the number of employee, how many employee will vest the option, that is not our job, that is not our part. How we can estimate a number of employee who are going to vest the option of vesting day, because in our, see, in our curriculum estimation is not a part only. Are you getting what I am saying? Means it is totally based on the information given the question, and the information is not clear. It is based on assumption. It is based on assumption. So if I am taking this assumption, whether I should be given marks or I should not be given marks, this is a point of question. Because when I teach this question, similar question I do in class, so I will say this can be one assumption, this can be one assumption, and I always ask my student, if you have a doubt, give both the solution in exam. But due to time limitation it is not possible to give both the solution. Now what to do? If any student has done this, whether they have been given marks or they have not been given marks, that is a point of question. That is a point of question. I hope you have understood these two questions. Believe me, I am not happy, because this question is of course of how many marks? It was a question of 8 marks, means 20 plus 8, 28 marks question. Solution, I am not happy. I am not happy with the solution. Now the question is that whether the student are given marks or not given marks. Correct? Now whether you should, what you should do right now, from my point of view, I have just given clarification, because now, because once the suggested solutions are released and those students who have written the exam, correct now, and now they have referred the solution, because they will refer the solution, I know, and they will just find out what mistake they have done. Then they will ask us, because our solution also they are referring, doubt will come, sir, whether marks will be given or not. Right now I will say concentrate on your next attempt. Right now, believe me, if you are watching my video, if you are watching my video, this is my suggestion to you. Don't think right now anything about any miss. Don't think. Be silent. And believe me, from my point of view, though you are not watching my video only. Correct now. But if suppose if you are watching my video, so why you have released that video? Because many of the students were messaging me. Many of the students were messaging me, sir, what is this solution? What is your viewpoint? What is your viewpoint? So I am in that situation that I need to come out of this. If I will not come out of this, student will not, means what student will think about me, ki sir is not answering my query. Got this point? Have you understood what I am saying? I am with the student, but right now focus on your study. Next attempt is very important. If you want to fight, we'll fight after exam, and I'll be with you. I'll be with you. Nothing to worry. I'm always with the student. But a question right now: concentrate on your May 2020 for exam. That is more important. That is more important. Only one suggestion I will give you. If you are watching this video now, forget about this. Concentrate on May 2024 exam. May 2020 for exam. Once again, I'm requesting you all, please concentrate on May 2025 exam. Don't do anything. कुछ मत कीजिए आप सिर्फ पढ़ाई में फोकस कीजिए. सीए बन जाओगे. सीए बन जाओगे. Understood? And if you want to do anything after becoming CA, you can do many things ना. अभी सिर्फ concentrate. अभी फोकस कीजिए अपने एग्जाम में. अभी सिर्फ एग्जाम में फोकस कीजिए. You need to concentrate only on exam. Believe me, this time you will be 100% you'll pass. 100% you'll pass. Correct. But right now, don't deviate yourself from any of your target. Your target is only to pass in exam, pass in exam and pass in exam. अभी कोई और मुद्दा आपके लिए important नहीं है. There is no other point which is important for you. Understood? Correct? Got this point? Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best. And believe me, once again I am saying I am with the student. After examination करेंगे, जो करना है करेंगे. Understood? But after examination अभी तो चुप रहिए, silent. देखिए वही जीतता है जो silent रहते हैं. Be silent. Be silent, and right now only you concentrate on your exam. Your exam is more important than any other things. कुछ भी deviation हुआ आपका 10 days 15 days will be wasted, and that will affect your May 2024 exam. Understood this point? Have you understood this point? Correct? Got this point? Bye bye, take care, love you all, love you all, bye bye. This time पक्का you'll pass, this is my guarantee. Correct ना? जो होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है, ये मान के चलिए. जो होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है, यही मान के चलिए, और इस बार एग्जाम पूरे मन लगा के कीजिए. दिस टाइम यू आर गोइंग टू पास. बाय बाय, लव यू.